is a performance incubator. We're trying to set up a support structure that works with artists to go through the creative process, so from concept to creation, and following through research and development, studio practices, rehearsal, and staging. At the moment, we have our core team that is doing that work for the two artists that we worked with, and that's Esther Kamba and Jacobo Uganda. So they've been doing the dramaturgical work.
Lakini mambo itaanguka. Ingia singie. And then we want it to go until it gets to a panic attack.
This is the opening session, and it's called formation. So in formation, they just need to know who are they dealing with, because it's an interactive and immersive workshop today.
I'm very excited to see how Maabara is changing and growing and developing, and it seems to be constantly in movement, which is fantastic.
So that's one. So I was like, what do I know? And like I really know this, you know?
Yokula maembe kanju.
So then I know, like, I really know storytelling. I've been doing this thing for a while, and I love it. I really love it. So it's like, okay, I can only give what I have, I can only do what I can, I can only teach what I know, and I can only show up as myself.
I'm enjoying intimacy with my own culture. Yeah. It's been lost on me for a while, but I'm getting back there.
Hi, my name is Ngwatilo Mawio. I'm a poet, filmmaker, performer, and a cool person.
Barefoot, bare knee, carefree on.
Through the Maabara seeding period, we got to do woodworking, we got to play with our, explore our fool, and we got to play with our, explore our fool, and that's been really useful for finding a baseline for this period at Maabara, and kind of as I prepare for the work that is coming. I think especially the woodworking was fun and allowed me to think about the process of making an object in a particular period of time, to go from that to being okay with the flaws that emerged during the process. The Fool was really interesting to kind of find the different ways that we hold ourselves back and interfere with our own process and with our own sort of expression. So that was a really good kind of way to begin this process.
Naitwa Msioki Mutua. My name is Leonard Msioki Mutua. My stage name is Msioki Mutua. I'm a poet who sings. A griot from the Akamba community, a storyteller, and a numerologist.
Nilifurahi nilipopata habari ya kwamba naalikwa Misri safari. Nina imani nitaongeza ujasiri, niko tayari wasiwasi bila.
Well, I encountered Maabara through an invitation by Esther to come and record for a sound, percussive soundtrack for our project Dilation. Back then I didn't know about Maabara, Sana. So afterwards I came to watch the end of the project. I came to watch the Dilation on KNT. Then I got to know that this is Maabara is a thing. I realized that this is a place which I could call home. As for a long time I'd wanted. Nimekuwa nikitaka place naweza incubate my ideas without borders and without borders and without the strictness or the seriousness. By seriousness I mean without the book mentality of the academic. I realized that this is a space where the artist has a lot of creative control without being boxed. I also want to bring out what is hidden in me, and I see that Maabara can do that.
My name is Dr. Christopher Muwagi. Kanavoita Muwagi is my name. I am a performing artist. I am an actor who is a storyteller, an actor, aspiring director. We write history and we tell the story. Stories are Thoita. And I'm Maabara. So, I, your storyteller, and your city guide tour here in Nairobi as I take you through history of Nairobi. Unajua ni aje? Buda, tunapeleka theater kwa streets, theater in the streets, yo!
Jina langu ni Brian Irongo. Mimi I'm a scenographer, what usually called set designer. I'm also an actor and also a fine artist. It was last year when I applied for residency, yeah, and I was lucky nilichaguliwa. Yes, and from that my first assignment as a resident artist in Maabara was to do an installation in the offices. So what I first did was furniture. That was last year. Something about Maabara is that their shows are a bit different because all the shows I've watched, they are one-man shows, and in all those shows, there were shows that every artist was interrogating themselves, their practice, who they are as a person, their experiences, probably as for example, as a
My name is Kimani Wandaka. I am an artist and a person who loves to live and think about living and try to practice the thoughts I have learned from that. So my practice in art is about learning, and I have the pleasure of being one of the participants in cohort number 2, Maabara Emerging Artists Program under Maabara Initiative. And I guess that is the reason why I'm here. My experience was very serendipitous, synchronous. Yani ili feel fated in many ways, because it was not only prompted by me having what's it called? Having a piece or a show. I don't want to call it a show, a project. Yeah, it's not about me just having a project and putting it on stage. What I got at Maabara is that it met me where I was, which was unlearning, relearning, practice, failure, and then keeping moving forward. So I was in a period of practicing how to live a life like that, and I crafted now this project called Jinjuwe that I have been doing that for a year plus without much of intentionality, just going with the flow and seeing what fits well. But now in this program that had a timeline, number one, and a commitment of resources, number two, and a number of people who are committed to go the journey with me, number three, I was able to now, rather than putting it in a very abstract way, I started now being very intentional, specific, and documenting all I was going through. And so my experience ikakuwa more about creating for myself. I had a process that I had created, but it was not tested. So it was, yes, recreating that process and testing it on the ground within certain limitations. Yeah, I got a very brilliant dramaturg who was willing to work with me kwa hiyo process. Nishikilia zile times zenye I would rather just focus on one thing. Someone who, Wanjiko, is who I'm talking about, aliweza kunifanya ni step back na bado nione there are other things to look at, and now it became my challenge to find ways to connect.
Yes, my name is Joseph Obel, and I am an experimental theatre performer and a theatre critic. And yeah. That's more like it. Yeah. My Maabara experience was magical and a roller coaster of different emotions, different things, and magical in the sense that I created magic out of that experience. I think without Maabara, whatever I created, my show called Kundi Nyota, I don't think I would have realized it that here. Maybe it would have taken time. Since then, I've always been trying to, how then can I develop a system in me where I get more spaces and resources the way I did with Maabara, where I'm now just focusing on craft and I'm not worrying about when we're getting funds to realize this. I really loved the cohort. I really like the selection that has happened. I think they're really, I'm looking forward to what they're going to come up with, whatever it is. And then the experience, I managed to listen to some of the ideas that they're having, and wow, I think there's a lot that they are going to explore.
To bring it out, I think Maabara is doing a good thing.
I'm really happy to have joined the workshop.